Graphing an ellipse in general form. If you did not watch my completing the square video previously, please note that I am not going to be going into detail into the completing the square process, which will be vital to this problem. So if you're confused, watch the previous video. All right, so with ellipses, the general form is the form that looks like this. So the general form of an ellipse, very, very technically, is ax squared plus by squared plus cx plus dy plus some constant. I guess we can't use e because e is a plus f equals 0. That's really technically the general form of an ellipse. Nobody ever writes it out like that, but hey, that's what it is. Um, it's when it's all multiplied out. It's as if you took boop, boop, boop. It's as if you took this guy right here and you FOILed this thing out, and then you multiplied both sides by 36, and then you moved whatever you got over here to the other side. If you did all that algebra, you would end up with general form. Now, general form is useless for us, really, for an ellipse for graphing. We need it to be in standard form, which is that x minus h quantity squared over a squared or b squared, depending on what you're doing. You know, it's that formula. When I wrote this, I realized I should have put the 9y squared up here because that's how Alex does it, but that's fine. All right. So when you go to do these problems, when you're moving something into general or into standard form from general form, you're going to be completing the square twice. You're going to want to group together the x terms and the y terms, and you're going to want to take the constant and move it to the other side. So minus 46 minus 46. So right now I have x squared minus 2x plus 9y squared plus 54y is equal to negative 46. I'm going to complete the square now. So we have x squared minus 2x. I'm taking negative 2, that coefficient on the x, dividing it in half and squaring it. Negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 squared is 1. So it'll be plus 1 here. Plus, I'm going to factor that 9 out from the y squared. So that's 9 y squared plus 6y. I'm taking this 6, dividing it in half, squaring it. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 squared is 9. So I'm adding 9 in here. Equals negative 46. Now, I need to make sure that I take care of these red numbers that I added. If you're confused about what you would do for the first one, because there's like not a number out front, the number out front is technically 1, right? So it's technically plus 1 times 1. Can I move these up a little bit? Oop. Move them up just a teeny tiny bit. Negative 1 times 1, and then you're also adding 9 times 9. These numbers don't always come out to be, by the way, the same set of numbers, just so happened this time. So over here on this side, what you end up adding is negative 46 plus 1 plus 81. And if all is right and just in the world, that should come out to, 36? I think so. Yeah, 36. All right, so what it looks like before factoring, x squared minus 2x plus 1 plus 9y squared plus 6y plus 9 is equal to 36. I'm factoring the x one. It factors into x minus 1 quantity squared. For y, it's now y plus 3 quantity squared equal to 36. To get it so that there is a 1 on the right-hand side, I need to divide everything by 36. For that y term, I'm going to need to get rid of this 9 up here. 9 goes into itself 1 time, 9 goes into 36 4 times. So the very final standard form is x minus 1 quantity squared divided by 36 plus y plus 3 quantity squared divided by 4 is equal to 1. Oof, right? The center. So our h value of the center is not 3, 1. Our y value for the center, k, is -3. So the center is at the point 1, -3 over 1 down -3. The bigger number is under x. So a squared is 36, which means a will be 6. And that will be going left and right from the center because it's underneath the x, left and right from the center. So 6 units to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vertex, 6 units the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B squared is going to be 4, which means B will be 2. That'll be up and down because those are underneath the y. So 2 units up, 2 units down. Boom, you got yourself an ellipse because the whole goal was to graph it. And there we have. You know, I think it's really silly when it does that. When it tells me I'm doing a polygon. There we go. All right. Next one. 36x squared plus 360x plus 16y squared minus 96y plus 468. All right. Again, I really should have written these differently and I should have edited them before the video, but it's too late now. Boop. So those guys are going to be grouped together. I am going to be subtracting 468 on both sides. For the very first set, I am going to be factoring out a 36. I'm factoring out the number in front of x squared. So I'm factoring out a 36. And then I'm left with x squared. 360 divided by 36 is 10. So x squared plus 10x. I'm going to leave a space right there. Plus, I'm factoring out the number in front of y squared, 16. Y squared minus, and then 96 divided by 16 is -6, hopefully. -6y, leave a little space there, is equal to -468. All right. To complete the square, I'm taking this 10, I am dividing it in half, I am squaring it. 10 divided by 2 is 5, so we have 5 squared, which is 25. So plus 25. On the other side over here, I am adding 36 times 25. Plus, then I'm taking the -6y, so -6. Oop, make that pink. -6 divided in half, quantity squared. -6 divided by 2 is -3 squared. -3 squared is 9, so I'm adding 9 in here. On the other side over here, 16 times 9 is what I'm adding. So plus 16 times 9. Oof. And this all should come out to 576 according to my own notes. Hope those are right. All right. We have 36. Maybe I'll keep it blue. We have 36 times this guy here factors into x plus 5 quantity squared. Again, this is half of that 10 is what ends up working. Plus 16, and then half of -6 is -3. So this will be y minus 3 quantity squared is what this thing factors into, is equal to 576. In order to get the right-hand side to be a 1, we are dividing both sides by 576. What you have going on over here, you are asking yourself, how many times does 36 go into 576? So 36 goes into itself one time. If you do 576 divided by 36, you should get 16. If you do 16 divided by 576, 16 goes into itself once, 16 goes into 576 36 times. That's what you get when you do 576 divided by 16. So we have x plus 5 quantity squared now over 16 plus y minus 3 quantity squared over 36 is equal to 1. We can get our center. H is -5. K is +3. So the center is at -5, +3. -5, +3. The bigger number is going to be a squared. So we have that is under y. A squared is 36. That means that a is 6. Because it's underneath y, that means that the major axis is the y-axis. It's going to be up and down from the center for the vertices. So I'm going to go 6 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units up. Plot a vertex. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units down. Plot another vertex. B squared is 16. That means b is equal to 4. Because that's underneath the x, that's left and right. So I'm going to go 4 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that's supposed to be blue. 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the right. Those are each co-vertices. And boom, that's all you need, right? That's all you need to plot your beautiful, not a polygon. Thank you, Notability. Notability will humble you with your shape drawing skills. All right, so that's that. Is it a lot of math? Yes. Is it good math for you? Yes. This math will help you when you get to calculus. Do this math by hand. I can't emphasize that enough. It will help you later on. It is not a waste of time to learn this math. All right, once again, complete the square, divide by whatever number's on the right-hand side to get everything into standard form, then just plot your ellipse like normal. All right, in the next video, we're going to do finding info about an ellipse in general form. So it's in general form, you need to find some stuff. Then finally, in the last video, writing the equation of an ellipse when you're given a particular amount of info. All right, I'll see you in that video. Bye.